Hey, welcome back. I'm Shane Boyer here on the Microsoft Ignite live stage to talk about Dapr. Here to join, I've got Mark and Luke from the Dapr team. We're all donning our Dapr t-shirts, looking dapper. Mark, what are you doing on the Dapr team here?
So I'm the product manager who works on the Dapr team, and we announced Dapr a few weeks ago, and we're here to kind of talk about it and show you some demos.
Perfect. Luke, what are you doing on the team?
I lead in incubations in the office, the Azure CTO, Mike Krasinovich's office, and Dapr was originally incubated out of my teams.
Okay.
And you may have also heard about the open application model earlier this week, which was also another project that came
Cool,
out
I think I
of my
picked
team.
up one of those t-shirts
Yeah.
too. Awesome. So I was looking at the Dapr website, and it's an event-driven portable runtime for building microservices, right?
Yes.
So I deal with a lot of cloud native stuff. I saw Mark's talk. I heard about Dapr in Satya's keynote.
Yeah.
I worked with the team a little bit, and it's really difficult building microservices nowadays and dealing with state and all that. So, what is Dapr? Is this supposed to make this easier for us? What problem are we trying to solve here?
Yeah, so you nailed the problem here. So we've experienced, there's been this transition. If you go back 5, even 10 years ago, everyone was building these tiered applications, and now they're all trending towards a microservices architecture. We're building cloud native applications. But the problem is it's hard. You have to become a distributed systems expert to do all of this. So we said, well, how do we make it easier for everyone to do this? How do we take the experience that we have of building these microservice applications and give you a set of building blocks that are the best practices that you can plug in wherever you come from as a developer. Whether you're a Go developer, Python developer, C# developer, you can hook these in and make yourself a distributed systems expert because we give you those capabilities.
You mentioned many languages, so we're not just .NET, we're not just Node.js, right?
Correct, yeah. In fact, you can plug this in, and because the whole idea around Dapr is it's language agnostic, and it achieves that because we want to provide these sort of REST-like interfaces that you can call from whatever language you want. So even if you're a Rust developer, you can call and get the functionality there and help you pull that functionality into your application.
Okay, so state management is one of those problems that I know that when I'm dealing with microservices, I fire things up, I'm doing some work, I fire them down, start them back up again, I go, ugh. Where's all my settings that I saved, right? I've lost all that. Is that part of the deal here?
Yeah, in fact, that's one of the key building blocks.
Okay.
So one of the key building blocks is how do you do key value pairs easily, some state you want to store. So let's take a classic example. You're building a website shopping cart, and you want to store all that information. What would you have to do normally? You have to set up SQL Server database, pull in the SQL client, configure it all to do that. With Dapr, you just launch it as a sidecar to your application, and then you can just call a simple HTTP or gRPC interface to say, here's some key value data to store for me. And importantly, you can plug in any underlying store that you want. You want that SQL, you want it to be Cosmos, you want it to be etcd, you want it to be console, you want it to be DynamoDB on another cloud, it doesn't matter. And it gives you that portability of your code, but the abstraction of where you store your data, but gives you stateful code as you run it.
And that portability is really valuable, especially in today's multi-cloud world. And also across cloud and edge, right? You want to use the best backing storage system for whatever platform you're on. So on the edge, it might be Redis, but you're not going to, maybe that doesn't make sense in Azure where you want to use Cosmos DB, and maybe that doesn't make sense in AWS where you want to use DynamoDB.
Right.
And it also allows you to build these applications across multi-cloud and target multiple, the best storage, backing storage on each platform.
Right, and as I dug into this a little bit, there's another programming model that, this is event-driven.
Yes.
And I know another event-driven model that is very popular, we've talked about it a lot over the last few major events for us, is serverless. That's very event-driven. Now, I like to do some event-driven stuff in my Kubernetes clusters with Kata. Can I use this inside of my Kubernetes cluster with some of my serverless models?
Oh yeah. In fact, that's primarily what it's sort of designed for, to build these event-driven systems. So if you look at what does event-driven mean? I want some trigger from some external event to come in for me, from a queue, from a storage account to trigger my code, and I want it to do something. Plus, I want sometimes my code to push things out to another store. So how do you do that? Well, with at Dapr, you can hook it up to these bindings, these resource bindings to trigger your code. And again, that's sort of a pluggable model. I can plug it from a Kafka queue, a service bus queue. Someone even plugged in NAT server for a pub subsystem for us and things like this. So it's pretty cool to be able to do this and be triggered on your code around all that.
Okay.
And you can take this and you can deploy it on your Kubernetes cluster. Actually, you can deploy it into multiple environments, but Kubernetes is particularly apt as an environment to run Dapr in, and we'll show you some demos of that. coupled with the fact that you can combine it with Cater if you want to scale out the application still, and drive the number of instances of your application that are running.
So in that sense, it's just really in a container, running as a sidecar, and more of a kind of a pub sub model then.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, you said you have a demo. Can we jump into that real quick?
Yeah, let's go look at this demo here. If you flip over to my screen that I've got on my laptop here. So hopefully what you now, these are the samples that we ship as part of the repo that we have. Everything I'm about to show you, you can do yourself.
Okay.
And the simplest one we have here is one that we just call Hello World, that is just a Node application that you can run on your local box. And the key element here is if I'm a Node application, you just see this is a Node app here running Express, and I just have an order endpoint here. And so this allows me to save and recover order information by creating a new order and saving an order.
Okay.
So you see this Node application here that I have this /order endpoint, and I have this new order endpoint down here, and the new order endpoint takes this request. You'll see it creates this data structure here that gets sent in as a request, and then you see this is the simplicity of Dapr. I can create a key value piece of data here. I can just say my key is order, here's my data here, and then I can just do this post command here to this URL. And what's this URL here? It's my Dapr sidecar running on my local host here, where I say, just save this state. Take this state, call the state API, and save this key value stored data for me. And now it's stateful, and I can recover that state. So it's as simple as this. So let me show you what this looks like. So first, if you're on your machine, to get Dapr up and running installed, it's as simple as doing Dapr init, and that puts it all running on your particular local machine, and you're often to the races. Now, Dapr is a CLI, and what I can do is I can launch this particular instance of this application, this app.js here, and I can do the Dapr run command, this is our CLI command, that launches an application here called mynode on a particular port, and it launches Dapr as a sidecar on port 3500 here, launching this code. So if I run this here, what it's doing now is it's launching a process here where it'll launch my code and running Dapr as an associated sidecar next to it. That can be a process on your machine, or it can be a container in a containerized environment, such as Kubernetes.
Okay.
So now I've got my application here up and running. I've got these local endpoints. So if I just switch over to another app here, Postman, classic way, I can now build out this URL. So I'm going to invoke here one of the key features of Dapr, allows me to call from one service to another. So I can do service remote invocation. So this is just showing me here, call my new order here. I can change my order in the body of the message here. So say I want to save this as order number 70 and hit a send on this. It'll post that into my application. And you'll see that I will receive this order. Let me just take it out of, let me just restart that again. There we are, we're up and running again now on this.
And using the Postman, this is just a RESTful point, but you also mentioned we do have gRPC support as well.
Correct, yes. So it was...
Right, what we say there is we want the ubiquity of HTTP, and a lot of developers are already very familiar with that. And then for high performance scenarios, we recommend gRPC.
Yeah, which is HTTP2.
Exactly.
Yeah, binary, yeah.
Okay, so at this point in time, I'm not actually receiving that particular order, but I'll just try it again one more time here. But you should see a post message come into here, and then what I'm able to do is if I actually do a get on this at the same endpoint inside here, I can actually retrieve that order here. So if I do a get on that particular endpoint here, it would retrieve the data from inside here. So the key value here, the key point is I can make this data stateful and recover from all of this, and make this particular application stateful.
And we can choose what our backend's going to be, right? It could be Redis or Cosmos DB or wherever we want to choose to have that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and one of the benefits there as well is you may choose Rust as your language of choice, and you always want to choose the best language or best framework for the job at hand, right? But there, you may also want to use some state store or some other service that doesn't have an SDK for your language of choice. For example, there's a lot of Azure services that don't have a Rust SDK. So with Dapr, because you always talk to just localhost, you don't need to have a Rust SDK for Azure. We will go talk to Azure on your behalf, or whatever backing state store or binding that you use, and you can use the language of your choice and always just talk to localhost.
Right.
The saying I often say on the team is, localhost is the new internet. All your services, they just always talk to localhost, and then Dapr will do everything else. It'll ensure that that call is reliably made with retries and circuit breakers. and then we will do everything else, including making sure that we use the best practices for cloud-native apps when we go and talk to those other services.
Yeah. So that's a good point. That was going to be my question about that retry policy and the circuit breaker. So that is built in. And obviously, I guess the next logical question is, when something does go wrong, where do I go look? Do we have standard out support that we can obviously inspect on this type of stuff?
Yeah, actually one of the key building blocks that Dapr has is distributed tracing. So all of the tracing events get pushed out through distributed tracing cloud events, and you can pick those all up, and you can actually see them inside any distributed tracing platform, whether that's Zipkin or Prometheus or something like this.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And actually, I've been on teams previously, I mean, maybe a team of like 20 or 30 developers, and we had like 5 different tracing and diagnostics custom-built solutions within just one team.
Right.
And one of the other benefits here with Dapr is you just have all of that stuff built in, and so you can focus on your code instead of having like these teams building all of this custom logging and monitoring, and it's just automatic for you, and they can then go focus on their application.
Yeah.
What are some of the other great features about Dapr? I think I read in here we do also have an actor model that we support as well?
Yeah, so we found that one of the, particularly IoT scenarios, there was this keen interest in having a concept of an actor. And what is an actor? An actor typically is some compute and state that you store together, and it's a bit like a stateful object. I can say there's one of these, there's an instance of it running, and so you can have in state scenarios, an actor represents a device, like a thermostat or a car engine that's running, and that data can be sent up to telemetry, and you can do computation on that. And the key thing about them is that they're concurrent, so that you manage the lifetime of the actor, you don't have to deal with any locking and concurrency issues, as you keep the state inside them all. And then the concept that we have inside Dapr is it's virtualized. So if you just call an instance of this thing, it gets created somewhere inside your environment, and then after a period of time, it gets garbage collected and pushed to state, and it can be recovered at any time. Right. So it's a cool programming model.
Yeah, so if you have, say, 1,000 actors, we will automatically distribute them over your compute. And then when you call into them, we will then create that instance of it and invoke that actor. And it has its own package of state and storage there as well. And so that automatically, it's this serverless model. So you just work with actors instead of having to worry about the infrastructure and having these things come up or down, and you just call them by ID.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And let me show you an example of us running on Kubernetes as well, because I think that's clear. So if you switch back to my machine here, we can take that same application that we had before. We took exactly the same application we had here, which was that one that showed the orders and the new orders here. And this time, just to show how you can do calls between it, I have this Python application here that simply calls on to that order URL, just the same as I was doing inside Postman, and increments that order inside here. But what you can do inside Dapr is you can install it onto Kubernetes first class. So if I do if I do Kubernetes get pods here and look at what's running, you'll see that inside my Kubernetes environment, we have this first-class experience here where we have this sidecar injector. Now what that means is it recognizes that when my app is deployed, it will launch Dapr as a sidecar running next to it all to give me all that functionality. The actual application here I've got deployed, running inside my cluster, and I just deployed those as typical service Kubernetes deployments. And you'll see that in order to enable that, I just had this deployment manifest here, and all I had to do in order to say launch Dapr as part of it was enable it here with this true command. So now I have a sidecar invoked as part of my application, and now what I'm able to do is I can see the instance of those running. If I actually go and look at the logs, as we do here before, of the instance of this time of that persistent application here, that node one, you'll see that I'm just recovering those order IDs that are running there in the background. Cool. So there's this first-class experience here of being able to show a stateful service where I call between two instances of microservices that are running.
Awesome. Well, we've got about a minute or so left. Where can we go to learn more? You said we've got a repo. I know we've got Dapr.io as our main kind of entry point here. Where can we go to learn more about roadmaps and things like that?
If you just go to github.com/Dapr/Dapr, that's our main repository. Okay. And we've already seen in just the 3 weeks since we've launched a huge amount of community involvement and engagement. We've already had the community submit a whole bunch of PRs for new state stores, new bindings, and what we really want to do is build this together with the community. One thing we heard from people was Microsoft often comes out with a whole bunch of technology and kind of just gives it to us, but we want to get involved and build it together and help shape the direction of it. And so that's what we're doing together with the community. So GitHub is definitely the place to go.
Yep, GitHub. And now if you go to the GitHub site, if you go to the Dapr repo in there and scroll down, you'll see that we have a community section inside there. You can join us on Gitter. We have news, every 2 weeks we actually have a community forum that can come down and do calls, and we want you to engage in every way we possibly can to ask us all those questions.
Perfect. I appreciate you guys taking the time talking more about Dapr. Awesome.
Yeah,
We're going to toss it out to the floor. Let's go check with Stefan, who is still out in the wild. Take it away, Stefan.